Hopefully that picks right back up. Sorry about that. I got disconnected. I don't. This internet sucks here. Thank you. Okay, I think it picks back up. Let me double check though. Thank you. See, I literally think it just stops. Thank you. It does. Cripes. Okay, give me a minute here. So sorry. Okay. Here we go again. La-di-da-di. Freaking da. Okay. So, I'm going to have to update a video. This is so irritating. Yeah. Okay. Go. Alrighty. I think I fixed the issue. We will see. Okay. I mean, I just really wish internet would just, you know, out of all the things in the world that they could fix, I wish they'd fix lagging and things shutting off. Just make it stop shutting off. Please, for the love of God. Okay, alright, so we're just gonna get back into it. Where were we at? Cancer? Okay, I'm gonna get back into that live and then I will get into it. I'll just get into it again. I think this one's done. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So we're going to go start. I'm going to get this time stamped and then we will start with our Cancer. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Definitely the round one. Alright, Cancer, who is currently on your mind? Let's find out a little bit about this individual. There we go. We're going to find out about this individual, find out what you're what the heck are you thinking about with them? Do you like them? Not like them? What's going on? Getting along? Where are you at in a relationship? Let's find out a little bit about it. Remember to, before you hit the road, Cancer, after your reading, go hit subscribe to this YouTube channel, Hangman Tarot. Again, I'm Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. And please hit that bell button. Click it so that you don't miss any of my notifications, as well as check out all the social media, of course, so that you can never miss a thing. And like, share, and follow if you would. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Cancer. All right. Let's find out who it is and a little bit about them. Zodiac sign, hopefully. Maybe an element. Okay. Okay. All right. So this person definitely could be an earth sign, maybe a Gemini, air sign. Let's find out. Maybe a Libra in general. Okay, so this person's used to having some sort of power usually. So they're pretty dominant when it comes to whatever type of relationship they're in usually. So, if, you know, you're thinking about somebody, maybe an earth sign, maybe a Libra. They're definitely into the idea that life should be fair and like, why should, you know, they're kind of like on the tangent all the time. Well, why not this? Or why is it like this? Or why is, you know, why is everything this way? And why, you know, why was I dealt this hand? And what's this? You know, they're just all about the cause and effect. They're all about that, you know, a drifting bullshit. But when they're choosing the full picture, it's just like they have this knowledge. They have this power. They have definitely a gift. It's just all about that dominating though. So they have a huge dominating factor to them. Basically. But they, you know, they are choosing, you know, their choices. They're choosing their life with a full picture, though. So they are kind of like weighing things out, weighing out the options. Of course they would be, right? As far as like how you're kind of feeling about the situation or whom this is you're both kind of like in the crossroads. You're both like in a place where you're just kind of like taking a moment to look at it. And again, they're very big in taking a look at the cause and effect of things. They're very big about taking, you know, detailed picture of the entire image. When they paint a picture, it's fucking painted, and then they choose whether to put it in a nice frame or not. They're not going to choose, you know, halfway through. So, you know, you're at a relationship's crossroad, basically, with this Lovers Upright. You have fallen in love with this individual, or they have fallen in love with you, or vice versa, or you're just kind of thinking about, you know, contemplating that type of relationship, maybe getting into that space. Who knows? As far as, you know, maneuvering through a likely outcome with this person is very emotional. So there's going to be a huge emotional factor here. The maturity of this relationship is almost like it's just going to stay in that crossroads. This is my guess. I'm going to draw a card on that, the likeliness of this situation. I feel like it's not secure enough. That's my feeling on it, my intuition. Yeah, so 10 of Wands upright. 6 of Wands upright. Okay. So, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the reason that you're in the crossroads is because you're seeking love. One of you is seeking love, and you're very much in a place where you thought you were healed from something. This could be a second go, or this could be just like you're in a place where you thought maybe you had healed up from a past breakup. So you're just completely in that place. But you're in a healing space. And as far as seeking love, it's just like you're at this crossroads because you're very nostalgic. You have memories with this person. And yeah, like when we're halfway through a relationship, we're going to have a bunch of shit with this person. But it's like, go make more shit with another person. But besides all that, like, you have to remember that if you continue this relationship after this, you know, the choices that you're going to make, you're going to get into a place of this Ten of Wands upright. This is that struggle. This is that uphill burden bullshit I'm just saying. Basically, there's no winning here. If you enter this relationship, you're going to take in all the responsibility, all the blame, because you would be making the choice. And for some reason it's popping up like Cancer is actually the one who's going to have to like come up with some sort of plan here, because the Libra or whatever the hell this other zodiac sign, they're not going to be doing that. That's definitely going to be your job this time. Okay, so that's the likely outcome of whomever's on your mind. I know, it's so lovely. I hope you're not having coffee with this reading. I am though. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're going to move on to our, what do we got next? Leo? Leo? I really need to not have windows in front of me. I don't know why I just sit in front of the window. Like, I just want to stare at it. Like, I'm like one of the dog. They stare at windows. A cat. A cat stares out a window. They literally will sit in the window and they will stare. I don't know that. I'm not for sure on that anyway. Okay, so Leo, let's find out who is currently on Leo's mind, why, what, when, who, what's going on. Okay, so somebody dealing with a fire sign or fire elements. You could even be dealing with somebody with a water element or just water sign in general. This person is extremely romantic. They're very moody though. They're a person who loves love. So they might, again, this is where we're all brainwashed into thinking that, you know, it's either a Cinderella story or it's a horror story. So it's one or the other, or maybe a little in between. I'm not quite sure. I don't know how normal people work. I'm not a normal person, so I just don't have a clue. We all are just kind of fixated on the fact that there's already this thing in our mind that says this is love, and what this person is doing is not love, even if it's wrong. And we still believe it because that's what we were raised and that's what society has brainwashed us into thinking. So anyway, that's how this person is. So they're very moody and sensitive and they just don't want to hear your bullshit. They're like, I definitely know what love is. Don't tell me what love is. So that's what this person is. I'm just getting that vibe. But with this person, there's a huge final push here. There's a huge this is the last go here. You're over it. Everything has been very secure up until now, but it's like, you don't want to give up. They don't want to give up either. But you're at the ends. You're almost at the end of the situation. So you're going to figure it out. That's what the cards are indicating thus far. So I'm saying it now before I pull out any more cards. Hello, cup of tea? Would you look at that? It's coffee though. Almost the same thing. Cup of tea with $3. Wow. I really like that name. Okay. Oh, wow. You have a whole name. Okay. Cup of tea with $3 sugar and okay. Cookies and mochi. I can't even deal with this early morning. Okay. Okay, as far as like how you're kind of feeling, you're getting into a place of just being realistic about the situation. You're very much in a place of kind of facing the truth. This could even end up being an earth sign. This is just indicating an earth sign, water sign, or fire sign. That's what I'm getting off the cards at the moment. You are willing to see the facts. You haven't probably been. So that's why that's coming up. But you're focusing a lot here on what's wrong. So you might want to be a little bit careful of that. Likeliness, this is kind of going to reveal some lies within the situation. So it's like you have another partner or they do. Ugh. So there is going to be some truth revealed if it hasn't been revealed already. But there's a lot of anxiety within this relationship, and that is just the kind of overall theme of it. Is just kind of seeing each other for who you are. Y'all thought you were like Romeo and Juliet, okay, in some sort of fucked up weird way. And then all of a sudden, when you got to know the person, maybe after a year or maybe even 6 months, you're like, I don't like you. I don't. But then you continue to just not face the truth, and then all of a sudden now you're getting into a place. You're busy. You're finally seeing the truth of the things. This is not Juliet. This is not Romeo. This is not fucking Disney. It's not. So we should be willing to see the facts in the beginning, but we are not. We are blinded by love, lust, stupid. We like the chemicals. I get it. I get it. Okay. Yeah, so the frustration of this is just completely taken over. The whole thing is taken forever. It's almost like it took an eternity. I'm just feeling like it's gross and it's lacking spiritual growth for me. For me, it's the delays. Okay, so that's the likely outcome. The glitches will take over. The frustration will eat the fucking relationship up. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I just feel like these are all love readings. This is what's happening right now. But this person currently on your mind, y'all, this is not Season of Love. Season of Flavor of Love. Do you guys remember that show? Does anybody remember Flavor of Love? They should have made a Flavor of Coolio. Or Flavor of... What's another one I'd like? I can't say his name because everyone will get mad. I'm not going to say his name. He is a cutie patootie, always was. He fucked up, though. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent, sorry. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to find out... Leo, what are we on, Virgo? Virgo, if you please. Okay. Virgo, how does this person currently feel about you, and what... Let us know what Virgo needs to know about this individual, what they need to know about each other, maybe kind of how they're feeling about each other, specifically kind of direct us in the way that the cards end up. Earth sign, you're dealing with an earth sign, maybe even a little bit of an air sign. Okay, Virgo. They have a lot of things going on. They're very busy. This person's extremely busy. When it comes to any kind of like issues, they're definitely the ones to repress their issues. They're definitely the ones who are just like holding things back. And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that there's change required here. But the connection is just kind of getting started here. So with you, though, there's like a lot of demand, a lot of control within your life. So you have a lot of things going on when it comes to any kind of social situations that you like to control. So it's almost like you need to be aware, you need to check in with your jelly belly. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. And eventually, you know, that could definitely fuck shit up here. That's what it's looking like anyway. Let's see. The likely outcome is definitely there will be some resistance, whether that happened yet or not. The two of you will come to an odds when it comes to this delay. So whatever the resistance is, there will be like indecision with it, and that will be a huge freaking issue for you because you're a Virgo. If I could just tell you one thing. I feel like if there's resistance and there's jealousy in the situation, the resistance probably came first, second, and the jealousy was there. So it's like, y'all, Romeo and Juliet again, but then all of a sudden, Romeo turns into Conor McGregor and starts beating the shit out of people because he's jelly belly. Well, that's going to cause frustration. That's going to cause a delay and a resistance. That's very weird of Virgo. That's a really strange reading for Virgo. This is what the card, this is what I'm reading though. Okay, so a truth will be revealed soon. But rapid changes are required here, especially if you want to be in a relationship with this individual. And their priorities is, you know, their time. Their time is their priority. If that makes sense. Okay, let's move on. All right, let's get into... That was a heavy reading. My chest hurts. My throat hurts. I can't breathe. I feel like my eyeballs are going to fall out of my head. Okay, Libra, could we not be dramatic today with who's currently on your mind? Please. Please spare us, Libra. It's either Libra's cards don't say shit or all of it. Okay, let me get you time stamped and then I'm going to start you guys up. Copy and paste. Stop it. Hurry up. Alrighty, Libra. So what are you booming about? Cup of tea? Cup of tea? I think I'm gonna delay it chat-wise. It's weird. I've never done that. Okay, Libra. What does Libra need to know about this person currently on their mind? Alright. Alright, this person is very insecure. They got low energy, they're sluggy. They don't like to be vulnerable, but they sure are. I can't say enough about this person. They're extremely sulky, though. Very unrealistic. Very unrealistic. They could be a water sign. They could be a Leo, even. Fire sign. Fire sign, water sign, Leo, maybe. Very unrealistic about whatever. Maybe life in general. Just what the, what it is. They're seeking some sort of forgiveness or trying to find some sense of purpose when it comes to your two's relationship or friendship or relationship, period, loveship, however this resonates for you. But there's a new start, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to restart. I'm not lying, and it's even a Libra card. It is the strangest things. The strangest things happen. I know this is just the weirdest thing. Okay. So anyway. Yeah, it's just not united. It's not like a relationship. So there's probably definitely some sort of a split, some sort of breakup within this relationship. Somebody has failed. Like big fail. You know, those big fails, like when you fuck up so bad. It doesn't matter how many times you try to start this page over. You try to rewrite the story. It's you fucked up. You fucked up. I don't know how many times you can say the F word on here. I'm getting a little nervous. Okay. Let's see. You really enjoyed this person, though. This is something that you had wished for. So you had wished for this individual to come into your life. And currently, you're very much like, no, you're not accepting it. You were satisfied, though. You were fulfilled emotionally at one point, and, that's almost over. The situation's almost over. So likely outcome here is definitely finding some sort of success elsewhere. This is a huge turning point for Libra. Okay? So keep them on your mind. Get through what you need to get through. Get it going. Get it on. And then deal with it. Get through it. And move. Move the fuck on. Okay. Libra, we are done. We're going to move into our Scorpio. Let's find. Is it Scorpio already? Scorpio's time. Okay, Scorpio. Give it a shuffle here. What does Scorpio need to know about the person currently on their mind? Any kind of challenges? Anything that they might feel about the relationship overall? This person overall? What is the deal? What's the likeliness of a good outcome? Bad outcome? What's going on? What's the outcome of the currently thinking about this person? If you're currently thinking about a person, what's going on? Is there such thing as seriously somebody on your mind so much? Well, I don't think it could be. Sorry, I'm just totally thinking out loud. Okay. I'm very much thinking out loud. So sorry. Okay. Let's get into Scorpio. Let's find out what Scorpio needs to know about zodiac sign. Maybe. Okay. Air sign, earth sign. This person is stuck. They feel like there's no way out of something with you two. So they're feeling a little uncomfortable, and they're just kind of like ready to do anything at this point, to be honest. They have deeply looked at the situation, and they're like, I gotta go. It's almost as if they don't want to get into that adult shit yet, and that's where you are probably playing, and they don't play there. They're very sure of it. So this is, this is something that is, the commitment is non-committed at this point. I mean, I don't know what happened here, but because this was a really good relationship, this was something that you were very excited about. This was something that you thought was going to be celebrated every year. You kind of thought it was going to be your little thing, your family, your community, whatever it is. You thought this was your new start, maybe? Yeah, this was a connection. This was an attraction. Immediately, you had a friendship here. But it became tricky. Seven of Swords upright. It did become tricky, and I think that you could maybe not be so overly sure of yourself, because sometimes if we're overly confident about something that we're fucking dead ass wrong about, then we fuck shit up on the other ends for our relationships, because those people suffer because we're not given a chance to like emotionally feel or be or do or whatever. You just think you know everything, and you're like, okay, that's how it is. And then this person is like, done, because they've tried. You two have planted the seeds. It's been growing. Things have been happening, but it got into a place where you were not on top of things, and you were overly sure that you were, though. That's what's so funny about that. Yeah, you just need to be very careful here. There's a lot of caution when it comes to being overly sure. Like, there's a humbleness about being humble, but you actually have to be fucking humble. That's so irritating. Like, I get irritated by this individual, whatever's going on here. Okay, so there will be an increase, though, of some sort of rough road with this individual, or rough road because of it. But it will be breaking cycles if you two just stop talking. It'll be breaking cycles if you two just stop dealing with it. It's just like the responsibility in the situation is just too much for the other individual to manage, and they're out the door. And they out the door. Okay, Sagittarius. It's so hard to sit here and do this. I just want to run around. Okay, Sagittarius, let me get you time stamped and I'll get you started. Okay. Let's find out about Sagittarius. Who's currently on Sagittarius's mind? And what is it that we need Sagittarius to know? So let's find out about this person first, and then we'll get into it. All right, Sagittarius. Starting out good. All right, so this person is definitely a fire sign, maybe air sign. Definitely elements, if not anything else, okay? They're moving forward in the relationship. So whatever this situation is with you two, they always have this loving forward motion. So they're just constantly going with the flow. And when somebody's in a relationship, or in it could be a relationship with your animal or your grandmother or your girlfriend or whatever this is, when the movement is fluid and it's moving like a river and it's just going, no resistance, it's this beautiful, nurturing, powerful, natural, organic, yummy thing. They are having a hard time getting something together. So they're everything except they just may not be on the right path for you. And that's kind of currently what you're both spinning off each other here. And they do. They're kind of, almost like a succubus off others. They kind of are overly dependent on someone, maybe even you, or somebody around. But there was, within this relationship, you kind of found this new beginning with them, or some type of a beginning in general. But you feel like it's a love thing. You feel compassion, you feel passion, you feel madness, and all these wonderful emotions, except for the fact that, again, you'll be assuming the blame for the relationship because there's these warning signs already. They're sponging off people. They're energy vampire type. So anyway, whatever they're doing, though, is getting them into trouble because this justice in reverse is extremely loud. And it's just basically explaining the fact that this person is just not as trusting as you thought, and the blame will be shifted onto you. And there could be some legal action happening. You could have even had dwellings in marriage with this individual, and you're just dealing with the legal stuff afterwards. But the legality issue could even be behind you here. It's just not a trusting thing. Okay, likely outcome, again, like I thought, no control here. None. There's no taking a stance. It's just betrayal after betrayal. So it's just like, this is going to dip in your self-image, Sagittarius, because at the beginning you thought this individual was going to probably take care of you. But right now, a lot of the things about them, and that's currently on your mind, is the fact that they're so fucking different from what you thought they were. It's like, we should have to carry around exactly who we are, but we don't. We learn through experiences. We figure out what flags can't be changed. Red flags cannot be changed, okay? I'm just going to shout that out one more time. If he or she or they have red flags, they, them, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm not sorry. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. If you want to inform me, please inform me, educate me. I will listen. So if anybody is throwing red flags and you're sitting there watching them and you're like, I don't like that one, I don't like that one, I don't like that one. But these red flags, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to change these flags. I mean, we're getting to an age, like 20s even. 20s, 30s, 40s. It's just like people are who they are. You either take the red flags, shove them in your bag, shove them down, like deal with it, or just get off the field. That's all I'm saying. Okay. It's just one of those. It's just like, that's what it is. You already knew. You already knew. You avoided the red flags. Okay. Sagittarius. Let's move on. Capricorn. There's a gosh dang bird just keeps flying back and forth, and birds are my message. Those are where the messages come from. From the spiritual world. Or any kind of like afterlife. This bird just... Okay. I swear to God, I'm not bird crazy. They out there. I just moved into a place a little bit ago, and the windows are up really high, like I'm on the top floor. I've never been up this high as far as like living in a place, so all mine have been down low, one level, or with the basement, and so this is just a whole new world for me. I'm always at the window to wow. Just went drop down my bow. Okay, Capricorn, I'm time stamping you now. I'm sure that song came to my head for a reason. I'm sure of it. Okay. God, this eyebrow is just driving me nuts. If you have any knowledge on eyebrows, anybody, I think that one of them's too short. My eyebrow lady, I get to go see her on the 26th, but until then, they're driving me insane. And I'm a little OCD, and they're not symmetrical, and they're not twins. I can't do shit about it. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Okay. All right. Capricorn, who's currently on your mind? Why, when, what? How many red flags do we have to talk about? Just kidding. Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know this morning about the person currently on their mind? Could be an air sign. Definitely somebody who don't fall around. Okay. So this person has a lot of authority. They're very into the conversation. They're very into talking, coffee and talking. That's their thing. As far as like listening, that is just, they're extremely good counsel, back and forth, talking, listening. That's who they are. They're very impressive as far as you're concerned. It's just like you're feeling as if your connection might be rising. So you could be coming into a transition. They're very much into their spiritual breakthrough right now too. So the transformation could be being confused for that also. So, but you're feeling like maybe that you know, with such a strong partner, that this relationship could only go up. It can only level up, right? Wrong. Just kidding. Okay, so your guys' views are very different. You like to focus on the intellect of the situation. You're just very much Knight of Swords energy. There's a determination when it comes to the mental conflict and battles that you have within the mind, and you're like, yeah, I'm a warrior of like depression, and you know, I have no other views on the situation. So that's where you're at. You feel as if it doesn't make sense intellectually or logically. You're like out the fucking door. So spiritually though, whoever they are, they keep making spiritual breakthroughs. So you fucking up. You fucking up here. Because they feel like you're missing some sort of spiritual. And the spiritual relationship is very important. Very, very important in this situation. Because they've gone through something here. Because they have a ton of willpower, and they keep moving through loss. You just keep talking about loss. Why am I yelling at you, Capricorn? I really want to just like rip my head off right now and throw it out my window, because I feel like if you just sit there and talk about loss, you're like, you deal with this, you do. What about moving through it? Put those emotions in your backpack, keep moving. It doesn't mean that you have to dwell on them. It doesn't mean that anything. It will turn into some spiritual, loving, blessing thing. But you, sir, man, whatever, are literally just sitting there like letting it destroy whatever this is. I'm sorry. This is sad. It makes me sad. I don't know what's happening here. You're fucking something up, Capricorn. I mean, yeah. I mean, open it up. Open up that heart. That's all you need to do. You don't want to face it though. Five of fire. You're not wanting to face the situation. You do not want to be in a place of great unhappiness, but you are already there. So the more that you're worrying about it, the more that you're going into it. You're hurt. You're confused. You're angry. I get it. What's the likely outcome here? It's just going to be another breakup. I can't deal with this in the morning. This is why I do this in the evening. Yeah. This is even, guys, this is even Capricorn. Your card. Temptation. You say goodbye. There is no relationship. You will be saying goodbye. Whether you've done it or not, there will be a goodbye. There's too much addictions of something here. There's too many impulses. There's too many fears around whatever the other individual is walking right on fucking through, because she or he can. Because that's their work. That's what they do. They're fighting for their life. You just sitting. Just sitting. Alright, my phone's about to die, people, so if it dies, I'll be back. I'm trying to get through these. Let's do Aquarius. We didn't do Aquarius yet. For the love of God. Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, let's get going. Let's find out Aquarius's, who's currently on Aquarius's mind. Alright, somebody doing some internal stuff here. Somebody very much a control freak. It's almost like they feel like they've lost some sort of power or initiative or sense of like any kind of hold on this relationship. They're very dominant. They could be an Aries. Aries, fire sign in general. But they are very, very abusive and controlling. They're very rigid. Boring! Yeah, so there's a lot of anxiety and deception in this whole thing for you. So you're very uncertain. Currently, you're very uncertain about the relationship. It's very intense. There's a lot of mental situation, pain, and it's just not your thing. And they're very much like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and be immature, be a dick, and I'm gonna, keep manipulating you, and I'm gonna keep trying to dominate the situation and control it and be abusive. The sense of direction, though, needs to be clarified because they're not aware of what you're doing or you're thinking. So currently you're uncertain about the whole thing. And you're not even paying attention to any of your images that you come across, any signs, dreams. You're not in your intuition. You're too much in your fear at the moment, which is fine. I get it. That's something you have to go through. All these things that I talk about, if you're in these things, it doesn't mean you're a monster or zombie or, the apocalypse. It just means that you are a human and you are going through a human experience at this very fucking moment. So here, Nine of Swords, reverse. You're not dealing with the situation. There's an honesty here. There's a truth here, but you need to be putting it in a cute little bowed box and serve it up to that person. Here's the truth. And let's get a likely outcome. I'm thinking from my vibes, my intuition, this person's not going to like it. Ugh. Yeah, they're going to let go. Hanged Man. That's my tarot name. Yeah, they're gonna get on out of here. They're gonna change their mind. They don't want to deal. Let's get a likely outcome here. Let's get more here. All right. Yeah, it's just like you have too much courage to stay within and around this person. You're in a place of anxiety. You're in a place of misconception, illusion of what you're with. Run the fuck out. This could even be something from the past. It could be